Okay, here, wait. Chat, I might restart stream. Okay, here, wait. Chat, I'm. Okay, here, wait. Chat, I might restart stream. Yo, alright. Yo, alright. Yo, alright. Yo, alright. Alright, boys, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do, base rating. We're gonna do now, we're gonna do, base rating. We're gonna do now, we're gonna do, base rating. We're gonna do now, we're gonna do, base rating. We're gonna do now, we're gonna do, base rating. So yeah, let's, this is some base rating. Let's, this is some base rating. Let's, oh crap, I had to pick up my stream open in the background. Oopsie. Alright, y'all. Yeah, no, we're doing base rating. Yeah. GL/2PA here. If you want to get your base rated, GS/2PA here is what you need to do. So yeah. I'll buy some mystery boxes, not all of them though. I got a little bit of a stream delay here, not too much though. Alrighty, first base. Let's do this, boys. Yo. Okay, yo, map art. That's Octo Pro. Please pay. What am I gonna rate this? I don't know. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem like you have any spawners. Which, not the best. I mean, spawners would be ideal for better rating. Can I go down here? Can I go down here? Yes. Okay, go down here. I'm just gonna go down. Okay, what's this? Okay. Oh. Ah, I see what this is. Let's go back up here real quick. I wonder if he's still here. Because that looked a lot like a TP trap. Yeah, I think that was a TP trap. Yes, was it a TP trap? Again? What? Alright. Alright, y'all, I mean, TP trap isn't ideal. Got some sweet map art, though. Overall, though, cause, like, the TP trap, other than that, I 4 out of 10. I don't really know what else we can say. Yeah, GG's. Hey boys, I gotta go eat real quick. Here you go. I'll let y'all just watch this.
Recently, Preston Plays, owner of the infamous Cosmic PvP server, a Minecraft server which made $25 million over its 10 years of running, has released a new server. This server, Cosmic Prisons, is somehow even more scummy, greedy, deceptive, and shady than the last, making $100,000 in just 2 months from selling alpha access to a server that already existed, deleting all players' previous ranks and purchases in the progress, forcing them to spend thousands of dollars on the same thing all over again. Full of Minecraft EULA and guidelines breaking gambling mechanics that are completely unregulated and in some cases are straight up recreations of casino type gambling such as slot machines, charging as high as $115 on a gambling crate, which we have hard evidence of being highly deceptive and completely rigged against players in the past, even going as far as to charge players $15 to $20 just for the chance to access kits with powerful items without a guarantee to even get the items they paid for.
I hate him so much. Oh crap, that hurts me. That hurts me a lot.
With players calling out the server for being a cash grab and mentioning how scammy it was that all their old progress and real money spent was just deleted, and even top donators of the server who have and are still currently spending thousands publicly talking about how pay to win and broken the server is and how they were abusing that fact. I can't believe I'm saying this, but somehow Preston Plays Minecraft server has gotten even more shady, illegal, and scummy, and Mojang isn't doing anything about it. But what?
You, just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it. And it's real. One thought leads to more thoughts. Layer by layer, taking shape. When you need your tools, bring them in. They just click. Okay, kick it up a notch. Create something smarter, something powerful. Style counts, so give it your touch. Big or small. Next idea hits at 2 a.m. Of course it does. Keep building. Ask yourself, wait, I built this? Damn right. Base 44. Build it your way.
actually happened? Well, earlier this year, Cosmic announced that they would be reopening their once popular prison server, Cosmic Prisons, which shut down back in late 2023. But there was a catch. The server would be opening up in an alpha mode, and you would have to pay to access it. Nothing is free in the world of Cosmic PvP clearly, with alpha access for the server costing $30 minimum, with there also being an alpha plus version costing $60, which came with additional advantageous perks. Now, you might be thinking, surely people wouldn't be paying this much for alpha access to the relaunch of a Minecraft server that's almost identical to the one that previously existed, which they played a few years ago, right? Well, that's where you are wrong. In typical Cosmic fashion, you couldn't just buy access and then hop on and play. When the alpha launched, only 100 alpha slots were available, which were completely bought out in just 4 minutes. Then 20 minutes later, they opened up another 100 slots, which all sold out in under a single minute. They basically created a sense of artificial scarcity and rarity, where players who weren't fast enough to buy alpha access in the few minutes it was available might completely miss out. And what's even worse is that of the 100 slots, usually about half of them were only the more expensive Alpha Plus version, so if you weren't fast enough to get the cheaper $30 one, you had to buy the more expensive $60 one to get in. There was never really any warning or countdown to when these slots would go up for sale too. You just had to hope that you caught a surprise Discord announcement when you were online. Very scummy tactics indeed. We know that for the initial release, there were about 100 normal slots and 100 Alpha Plus slots, meaning the server made $9,000 in a combined 5 minutes from just launching the game mode's alpha. The entire alpha lasted about 2 months, which throughout, Cosmic continued doing these staggered and short-time alpha slot releases, constantly creating a sense of scarcity to pressure players into buying access, making sure that they knew if they didn't buy access right away, they might miss out for good. And by the time the alpha was done, as Nathan K, former moderator and once active player of Cosmic told me, based on the messages sent on the Discord when the new group of alpha slots were released, a total of about 2,180 alpha slots were publicly sold. Half of those were the normal alpha slots, adding up to $32,700 roughly, and the other half being the more expensive Alpha Plus, adding up to a total of $65,400. That means, all up, from releasing an alpha game mode with a limited paid access, in only 2 months, Cosmic made almost $100,000 US. $100,000 in 2 months, absolute insanity. Most Minecraft servers would never even make close to that from years of running. And the game mode hadn't even fully released yet. As upon full release of the server, where it would see over 1,400 players online at the same time, we could finally see how things were arguably even scummier. You can see in the comments of Mr. Woofles, the other owner of the server's launch stream, that players were calling the server a money grab and complaining that all their old ranks and progress had been voided. And this is another thing that is rather questionable. As we mentioned earlier, Cosmic Prisons wasn't a new game mode or server. It was actually the last game mode left on the original Cosmic PvP network back when it shut down in late 2023. The game mode had existed for years at that point, with players making lots of progress and obviously spending lots of money on ranks and other goods. Many of those players are the same ones who are playing the relaunched version today, yet upon the relaunch of the server, which, reminder, is basically the same with the exact same ownership and staff, all those players' ranks and goods they spent money on was not carried over, forcing players to spend close to $200 US for ranks again. There are claims that player data wasn't saved when the original Cosmic network shut down, and thus these old ranks and purchases aren't saved, but let's be real, why wouldn't they have saved this? They very likely do have the player data, they just want players to spend thousands of dollars rebuying everything again. People were understandably pretty pissed off, as not only had they just paid as high as $60 for a 2-month alpha of a game mode that already existed a few years prior and was basically identical, but now we're having to pay even more on top of that for ranks and other goods on the server that they once had and spent real money on a few years ago. Clearly it worked though, as they made $100,000 from the beta alone, and God knows how much more from the thousands, likely tens of thousands of unique players who logged in and spent more money buying new ranks again. Which is now where we can get into the fun part and take a look at the server's unethical and shady monetization, which rather unsurprisingly features a myriad of unregulated gambling mechanics that completely break Minecraft's guidelines. Ooh, but where should we start? $200 ranks, the $115 crate, the fact that their paid premium currency now gets reset every season.
Your manager's job is disappearing. Not because of layoffs, but because coordination is. This is the 5-part execution framework. Number 1, intelligence. Define your outcome. ABX researches and you will receive the execution plan. Number 2, structure. ABX proposes and human approves. No need for setups, no workflow configs, all structured automatically. Number 3, execution. With ABX, the report, the email and the update created in full automatically. Number 4, distribution. Emails staged, routed and ready for sign-off. Number 5, authorization. You review, you approve, and before you know it, everything was already done. 4 of 5 coordination layers are now autonomous. The 5th is judgment. That's the job worth keeping. Genie ABX, autonomous business execution.
The loot boxes with guidelines breaking hidden odds. Oh, I know. Let's start with my favorite mechanic, the in-game guidelines breaking straight up Minecraft slot machines. Which begs the question, are there any Minecraft servers which don't have such insanely unethical guidelines breaking pay-to-win gambling monetization? And there is, as of only about 12 hours ago, my server og-network.net released a new Civilizations SMP which has the classic Minecraft factions you all know and love. You can pick one of 3 civilizations, each with their own custom biomes and special perks, create factions or guilds together with your civilization to raid other players' bases and destroy their cores, or participate in server-wide custom boss fights with bosses that will one-shot you, large-scale, entirely custom MMO-style dungeons you can take on with up to 3 friends, working your way through 5 floors full of strange mobs and secrets, or some classic Minecraft PvP at the server's King of the Hill and Envoy events. Whatever playstyle you prefer, whether it be building, raiding, PvPing, PvE and exploration, and more, my server's new Civilizations SMP has got you covered, and you should check it out. On a serious note guys, we are trying to bring back that old school Minecraft factions gameplay in an updated and modern Minecraft environment without any of the gambling or predatory monetization, just as I and many of you played all those years ago. IP is below, both Java and Bedrock can join, there's lots of new players too. Oh, and be sure to subscribe, no pressure of course. Anyways, Cosmic Prisons has a straight up recreation of a slot machine in Minecraft. You pay 3,200 Cosmic coins, about $2 for a slot bot ticket, of which you can then roll in the slot bot GUI to win some items. You can use up to 5 slot bot tickets here at the same time, meaning you can gamble up to $10 at a time. And they don't even try to hide the fact that it's gambling and a straight up recreation of a slot machine in Minecraft either. I mean, look at the way it rolls. This directly violates Minecraft's guidelines surrounding gambling, which as we've covered before, don't disallow gambling mechanics like crates per se, but rather disallow gambling mechanics on servers which look and function like real-world gambling you would see in a casino. So a crate or loot box is fine despite it still being gambling, but a Minecraft roulette table, or in this case a slot machine, is not. But there is a second level of non-compliance here too. All the potential rewards you can win from the slot bot do not have any of the odds listed of winning them at all. As is required, all crates and other RNG mechanics on servers must display the items that can be won and the odds of winning them to be compliant. Cosmic Slot Bot does not do this, meaning the more valuable goods likely have insanely low chances of dropping. In fact, they've even gone one step further, as most of the items you win are RNG items with their own loot pools, also with no odds listed. So for example, you could roll the slot bot, win a mystery contraband item, which you then open to get one of these 6 contraband rarities, also with no odds listed. It's just gambling inception at this point. Another thing you can win from the slot bot is the server's loot boxes. The loot boxes cost 24,000 Cosmic coins, about $15, and upon opening them, you get 4 random items from this pool of items, and then you could potentially hit the jackpot and receive these items here too. Here's the thing though, the odds of winning each item from the loot pool are not listed, meaning the better items likely have a much lower chance of dropping. Oh, and would you look at that, once again, a good chunk of the potential items you can win are randomized items with their own non-guidelines compliant loot pools too. So get this, you could buy slot bot tickets, win a loot box, open the loot box, win a bunch of other random items which you must open up to actually finally get your items. 4 layers of gambling deep now. Furthermore, you aren't even guaranteed to get any of the items from the jackpot item loot pool down the bottom here, with the odds of hitting one of these once again not being listed as they're required to be, so they are likely absurdly low. Let's talk about the most expensive gambling mechanic in the entire server store now though, and it's something new that's only been added more recently too, Cosmic Crates. These cost 240,000 Cosmic coins or $115. Jesus, that's expensive for a crate, and work a bit differently than a typical crate does. Besides the items in the bonus loot pool, you get everything listed here guaranteed. Sounds pretty good, right? No RNG. Well, not quite. You see, the RNG and gambling is applied in a bit of a different way, where you instead get a random number of each item. So for example, you could get anywhere from 15 to 20 absorbers, 1 to 3 energy boosters, 1 to 5 inmate rations, and so on. Once again, this is not compliant with Minecraft's guidelines because the odds of getting each amount of each item are not listed at all. And what's funny is we do actually have somewhat of an idea of how rigged these are. You see, back in 2023, when the original Cosmic servers, including the original Cosmic Prisons game, mode shut down, one of the server staff decided to share the odds and weights of the Cosmic crates and loot boxes in a stream. Right here we are looking at the full breakdown of one of the Cosmic crates they had, which is very similar to the one they have now. Let's take a look at some of the ratios. The chances of getting 2 to